He now has the aspect of the snake, the wolf, and the coyote.
What about what was it? Andrew? Who's the other
Andy?
guy? Andy?
I think
Is he
they
still
left.
online?
No,
He
he bolted. All right,
bugged out.
All right, he bugged out.
You know, I live on a lake, and I am always surprised by how many people are afraid of fish or
Seaweed.
Or
a lot of people
are
terrified
very
of
scared of seaweed, and there's a lot of people very scared of swimming in a lake because it's too open of a space for them.
A lake, I don't understand. The ocean, absolutely.
Yeah.
You never know what you're going to get out of that one. But the lake's just like
Yeah.
some bluegill are going to get me. Ooh,
Barracuda.
There's no barracuda.
There
in
could
the
be a
lake.
large snapping turtle.
Maybe.
That's about all you got.
But their
Missing
pants
toe.
still run away.
Jellyfish stings.
That's
In the
ocean.
In a
lake?
lake?
No, in the ocean.
Oh, yeah. I'm
Like
just-
Florida.
You got jellyfish. You
There's
got
lots
mantis
of
That's right, your
shrimp.
friends
Yeah.
pee on you.
Sharks. I mean, whales.
Fucking shark.
Fucking
You're
sharks.
just off the like 6 feet in the water. Oh,
Bullshit.
Jaws ain't gonna show your ass 6 feet in the water.
Dude, in Florida, there have been attacks in less than 6 feet of water.
You guys,
That's true.
You
No, that
guys
is
would
true.
drown in 6 feet of water.
Well, he would have to kick really hard.
City, I'd go in the ocean. I don't give a shit.
That's all right, dude. You'd be a tiny meal for them. I'd be like 3 courses, so you're good.
Yeah, if you guys swim together, you'll
At
be
least
fine.
honest.
You're the
Nude.
hors d'oeuvres. I'm lunch, dinner, and dessert.
My irrational fear. I'm not afraid of spiders. I'm not afraid of ants or bees or wasps or anything like that. My irrational fear is I'm afraid of everyone on the road. Like
That's
all
not
other
really
drivers.
irrational.
That's not, because you,
But more
you'll never know what they're doing.
More specifically, I'm a horrible backseat driver. Horrible. I mean, my wife can attest to this. Like I have to drive everywhere. Like, and she's not even a bad driver. I'll get in the car with her and I'm just like, yeah, watch out for that guy over there. Just pull over. Let me get in the goddamn driver's seat. Like I can't even and she's
Coward.
not doing anything wrong. I don't know if it's a control thing. I have a very good driving
You
record.
have trust issues.
No, I don't even think it's trust issues.
you have
It's
trust
just
issues.
well, maybe I just don't trust anyone on the road, and that I guess that includes anyone I'm maybe riding with.
Scott, you would lose your mind then driving around DFW.
Oh, I lived in. I mean, I've lived in Los Angeles. I've driven all around there. I've been to numerous cities, and I can get around. But I'm driving. I'm doing the driving. I trust myself. I guess.
See,
is the whole
trust
thing.
issues.
Maybe is that what it is?
Yes. Don't try to
You don't
sugarcoat
trust other people? Yeah, it's trust issues.
it. See?
Is that irrational fear?
No, it's somewhat irrational.
I understand it because I have to yell at Michelle constantly about the other people because I think she drives a little too close to people, and she's always like, "Oh, it's not that big a deal." I go, "No, you don't know what that guy's going to do." So yes, it is.
She just wants to cuddle.
She wants to fuck.
Auto cuddle.
She wants to butt
Auto
fuck the car in
cuddle.
front of her.
Florida, worst state ever to
Bumper
drive in if you're
bumper.
scared of other
God.
drivers.
No, Michigan is the
Florida
worst for
is
drivers.
terrible.
No, and all my
Michigan sucks for driving.
No,
Florida, dude.
Texas.
No, Florida is renowned for like
People just pull
peacocks and
Uis
shit.
wherever.
Yeah, peacocks are just walking across the road. That's what you have to be afraid
right
of. is,
outside
like,
Washington,
animals.
D.C. 8 lanes of pure hell. Whenever I drive down to see BJ in Virginia Beach, oh God, it's no matter what time you drive, it's always rush hour. It's always
Yeah.
packed. 8 lanes and like, in like I'm used to Michigan where the semi trucks stay to the right.
Yeah.
No, they can go where they want. You're boxed in. You're here. Like it's the first time I drove down there, I was dying. Like I've never experienced anything like it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say I'm getting pretty good at it now, but oh my Lord, I want to cry.
Cab
See, but-
drivers in Chicago are terrible too.
See, but Michigan drivers, nobody gives you any courtesy.
If BJ still was on, he can attest for this. Jamaica. The drivers and the driving in Jamaica, when we were doing the zip lining
Really?
in the jungle, like the driving they did, like there's no railing on the side. You're going up a mountain and like
Yeah, oh, yeah.
one wrong move, you're gone.
dead, yeah.
Like I was taking a nap on the way back, and we almost got hit by another car, and I jumped out of my seat almost.
That's not irrational. That's completely rational.
You would die in Jamaica, Scott. You would die.
Over the edge.
Yeah, but that's also how they get rid of the bad drivers. Less safety precautions.
Process
They go
elimination.
away.
Darwin's laws
I just,
right there.
oh my lord, you never like experience like fear until you're in a car in a foreign country.
Yeah.
See, here it's not so much fear; it's just getting pissed off. I mean, when you have the illegal that's going 50 miles an hour in the left lane, it's like, I'm sitting there with my Silverado. I almost want to just kind of, Bigfoot over them. Just when it comes to a
Bigfoot
stop.
over them, like what, monster truck stop?
Yeah, I got
No.
my Silverado's 18 inches jacked off the ground.
No, he actually just has a Sasquatch in the back of his truck that he wants to huck over someone.
Yeah, he chucks beef jerky at other drivers.
We've been looking for years, and all this time he was just rude.
He just baits other cars. Here's some Jack's beef links. Whatever it is. But no, I guess more specifically, I'm afraid of those cargo trucks. This is like, I don't like these guys at all. Cargo trucks that have flammable signs, like danger, like combustible.
Will blow up if hit.
Yeah, basically exploding gas or exploding fuel on board. Like I will go to the farthest lane and gun it around these guys.
Yeah, the worst
you're
is when you
afraid
get
of-
stuck in between two of them. You're like,
Oh my god! I would just be really nervous. I mean, I wouldn't sit there and like cry and freak out, but I would definitely be like, I need to get around these guys as fast as possible.
You should be scared of yourself if you're scared of explosive gas. Didn't your car seat smell of fart? Even though you like, if he pushed down on his driver's seat, a fart smell would waft up into the air.
Oh yeah, it still
that's how
happens.
much you fart in your car.
Last summer when I was home.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, it's still there. It's still stuck in the
Never
seat.
going away. It means you farts a lot.
Yeah,
That's what you need to be scared
I'm
of.
in my car a lot.
you just need one of those signs on your car that says
Explosive
danger,
gas.
explosive gas.
You and Rick must have the same diet.
Taco Bell.
Something fast.
I don't know. And then I guess this is more of the rational fears. I've always had this like fear of tornadoes, but like this really like nifty fascination of them too. Like I'm so fascinated by these things, and I want to see one before I die, and I haven't seen one yet. But
Move to
I
Texas.
still have I still have a respect and a fear of them. I used to have, I haven't had one in a long time, but reoccurring dreams of tornadoes, like getting closer and closer and closer and closer, and finally, like, it got really close, and it was like right on the edge, and I haven't had one since.
Have you had the dream where you see the tornado and you want to scream, but you can't scream? Like you try to scream it out, and like there's nothing coming out.
No, it was the last one I had was in my high school, and a bunch of classmates and everything were running around, and we're trying to seek shelter in the lower level of our high school, and it was right. And we had like big picture windows, and you could see it just coming and coming and coming, and we're all just running as fast as we can down the stairwell, and that was it. I mean, it was like right there, but like no like silent screams or anything like that. It was more of this thing approaching closer and closer and closer.
When I was a little girl, I went to Babalo Island when I was a little girl, and
It was still open?
Yeah. I mean, this had to be like 1990 or so.
Yeah.
And I started having nightmares about the Babalo Island boat, and like it would sink, and I would
It's a
on it and
creepy
drown.
boat.
And I was like, I would cry. Like I've always had a weird fear of like cruise ships now and stuff.
So wait, you woke up crying, and your parents were like, "What's wrong?" And you just went,
Babalo
"Babalo."
Pretty much. Yes. I always had like, and I don't know, it's had this
Was
weird
Celine
fear.
Dion singing in the background?
Don't diss Celine Dion, first of all. It's not cool.
Jack was sitting on the thing waiting bye-bye as she drowned.
It's true. It's true.
I'll
I
never
don't
let
know.
go, Jack.
I started having these crazy
So
nightmares
cold.
about like drowning on the Babalo Island boat.
I'm
It's a-
sorry.
it's a
I'm
creepy
sorry.
paddle
That's
boat.
crazy.
I don't know.
It's like one of those like what is it? New Orleans like
Yeah.
Like
paddle
Tom
boats.
Sawyer stories.
Yeah.
Mississippi and shit.
I mean, I can kind of I get it.
Yeah.
That's kind of creepy.
I don't know.
You get to this desolate island and there's only like 4 rides on there, and you're like,
desolate
I don't really
Yes, it
remember it. I was
was.
a little
No.
too young.
what do you mean? It was an island. Islands by nature are
No.
Yes.
I remember there was one roller coaster I was too little to go on.
You make it sound like it's some crazy, like, Arizona desert area with, like,
Pablo Island.
tumbleweeds blowing past. There's one boat that delivers you there.
No, it was
ride in the corner.
rides.
There was 2 Bablo boats that delivered you
there
there.
was 2
Yeah.
boats.
That's it.
I remember there was like video games on the boat, and there was like a bar.
Yeah, they had like the Pac-Man game on there, I believe.
I bet it's like a mess now, man. I bet it's like a desolate island now. Where you
I was going to say, is Bob's Island
beat up
even
in,
occupied?
empty part. You shoot a movie there.
They're supposed to be turning it into a very ritzy island.
Like a bunch of really richy houses.
Yep.
You're going to put a Ritchie Island in Detroit where broke people live.
Yep.
Did you say where
that's
boat
happy.
people live?
That's
Broke.
fucking genius.
Oh, broke.
I heard boat people too. What?
people.
No,
Let Kwame live there?
No, Kwame lives in Jackson.
Did you hear?
we don't own Bablo Island.
He wants to be let out of jail because he's not getting enough ice.
Yeah, I know. I heard.
That's awesome.
Dude, I had enough. That fat piece of shit.
No, Canada owns Bablo.
Yeah, dude.
What? Really?
Is that
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that. Canada.
So do you need a passport to go over there?
No, you didn't. Now you
I bet
would.
Now you
now.
Yeah.
All right.
So they don't have to
Right
worry
next
about
to Belle
Detroit.
Isle?
No.
Isn't it downriver
It's
more?
down. It's more down.
Downriver, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Belle Isle.
Belle Isle's like right next to. It's in like Detroit area.
Wow. Irrational fears have led to Bablo.
That's what happens.
That's what.
My bad.
We should totally move on from this. Okay, so we have the 4th of July coming up. What, next week? Is it next week?
Yeah, next
Oh, hell yeah.
Thursday.
Jesus.
So I want to know, what stupid fireworks stories do you guys have? Like, ridiculous fireworks stories. This could be immature things that you've done with fireworks, stuff that maybe you know a buddy that like blew his fingers off, you know, any kind of these stories, or if you just purchased a mass amount of fireworks.
You're going to have to reset the Spreaker counter.
No, we're good. We got plenty of time.
My brothers and I, we were kids. Well, we were teenagers, and we had a bunch of bottle rockets, and we were in our front yard, gonna light them off,
Yeah.
whatever. My little brother put like 5 of them in one beer bottle and lights them all, and we all run away from it.
Why'd your little brother have a beer bottle?
Well,
It was root beer.
Okay.
IBC. But as soon as, so we lit them all, and we kind of ran away to watch, and it's right before they're about to go off, the whole bottle falls over. Or they're all facing our house.
Classic.
And
Okay.
they shoot off. I mean, they're just exploding all over our house. I don't know how we did not take out a window. I mean, the next morning you just saw black burn marks all over the outside of our siding.
Bottle rockets are terrible.
Well, I mean,
talking
the only blessing was it wasn't facing our neighbors or any of our neighbors' houses. It was just
Yeah.
ours that got damaged. But my
Yes.
dad came out, didn't say a word, just looked at us.
Yeah.
We were like, he's like, did you break anything? No. You'll clean that tomorrow. Hey.
We lived, or we still live, right next to the boat access on our lake, and that's where all of the neighborhood people would go and light off fireworks. Well, we had a trampoline down by the lake, right next to the access, and one of our neighbors lit off a bottle rocket, and it shot straight up and then went straight down through our trampoline. And burned a hole in our trampoline, which was just little, it was a little bottle rocket. Me and my brother were jumping on the trampoline the next day and fell through because it tore.
Ripped.
It tore around where the bottle rocket had hit. We thought,
So did
we all laughed about the bottle rocket hitting
Yeah.
it, My dad wasn't mad or anything. We were kids. And he wasn't mad at our neighbors or anything. And then the next day, me and my brother are jumping on it, and we're playing that game to see if you can steal the other person's bounce.
Yeah, yeah.
And he tried to steal mine, and he went through, and I'm still in the air, and I see I'm like, no, I'm going down. This is not good.
So did
Yeah.
the neighbor buy a new trampoline mat for you?
No.
That fucker.
No. In fact, we got a new trampoline for it, the actual trampoline part, not
Yeah.
And did we have parties on that when we were older?
We did. We had a lot of drunk times falling off of it.
But not through
But
it
we had
again.
actually invited the neighbors over and let them jump on it, which we should have done before we jumped on it, so they fell through. But whatever.
What about you, Drew?
Actually, I'm going to hand this one off to Rick because Rick's got 100 of them on me. Rick, which one do you want to field?
I was thinking of one of the fraternity retreat where you thought it was a good idea to hold a handful of bottle rockets along with a lit tiki torch.
What?
That's what I call a party.
Like the grapevine. He's standing on the edge